Good morning. Let's play some chess. 15 minutes, 10 seconds increments. Let's see who we are playing today. We have the white pieces against EST92 from Ukraine. All right. Let's see what we are getting today. So far, so good. And do we get a 4-knight Scotch? Or do we get the bishop out? Or a aggressive Gambit? No, we get a 4-knight Scotch. That is a long time ago. So takes. Let's just pre-move the most obvious moves. I played a game before this one, but the recording, I didn't record the video. Actually, OBS got stuck, which is very unfortunate because it was a super interesting game. It was a knight and pawn endgame, but my opponent was just superior in that endgame. He just, he just was superior and really was destroying me there. So yeah. We can kick the knight, but knight can go here and maybe creates more problems. Well, we do have it covered. We do have it covered. Now we can also go here and castle. That also looks good, right? That's also fine. And we can castle long. That's interesting. Ooh. All right. All right. Okay there. Well, let's bring the bishop back, I guess. I can also just go to the center, but that will just... No, that's not true. That move is not possible. Because I just take. But this looks sensible, right? Just... oh, but no, that's fine, I guess. It's fine. If he really wants to... No, it's slightly annoying. It is slightly annoying, but... he is weakening that pawn quite a bit. Oh, he wants to just open it up entirely. Well, I have to take this because I cannot allow a fork. So, well, let's take. I would assume that the knight takes. I do have a check. I do have a check if that happens. I also have this check available, but I don't think that is the best check in the world. Ooh, so you really want to... Well, I don't have to. I can also castle. So what about castling? Yeah. Let's castle. Let's do it like that. And well, we will see. Let's take with the rook. And then I would assume that he wants to push the pawn to ruin the pawn structure. Well, I can also just take with the bishop actually, but that is the same. He can ruin the pawn structure, but the question is, how bad is that? How bad is that? I can also take with the pawn. That's also possible, but here, that's most likely going to happen. I can go here, and what will happen? He will take, and I will win the pawn most likely. Doesn't have to. So taking with the bishop, at least it prevents this move. But it allows him to take the knight. Oh, that's, you know what? That's actually fine. Take the knight with the bishop. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah, that's okay. Because I have the bishop here now, and I win a pawn. I immediately win the pawn. And yeah, that's a free pawn. So I will take those. And yeah, that is pretty damn nice. Now let's prevent the knight from, let's restrict the knight a little bit. So yeah, I like this move. All right, so he goes there after the pawn. I can just push the pawn. I mean, just push the pawn. Ooh. Okay. Let's let me think about it. Let me think. I can go here. But what I really want is let me think. Yeah, let's go here for now. That is fine. Okay, so he goes there. Now what I can do, I can go here, and I would assume that he wants to take the pawn. But then I can take the pawn, and if knight takes rook, Rook takes knight, and there is still a rook that is hanging. Right. So that looks like just an equal trade. I can also just kick the knight out. But I like this. Now what am I overlooking here? What's the end here? I am up a pawn at this moment, so takes. We both take a pawn, and yeah, I think this is fine. Or not? Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's see. That's. I haven't considered that move actually. Yeah. If that happens. I'm not playing good chess these days. No. I am not playing good chess. So this was the idea. So we just both took a pawn. And now I'm also going to take a rook. And we just have to decide which rook we want to take. Probably we want to try to take that rook because that pawn is hanging. And the nice thing about it is that we have a passed pawn. And that's pretty cool. Cool. All right, so that is an option. Now I want to take that rook. Let me take that rook, and on check. Oh yeah, that's not really good. I have to take that rook and then go here. That is what I have to do. I don't see another way. Yep, let's do that. Because that in-between move, that in-between check, that was just too much. That is just too dangerous. So let's push the pawn. And now let's bring the king up. Here or here. I don't know yet. We will see. There are some back rank issues actually. So well, that square is not available for us. So probably we have to use that square. Let's start by doing that. Now, yeah, let's start by doing that. Just let's bring the rook. And let's bring the king. Not quite sure where I want the king to be, but I can also just start activating the rook here with tempo. But first, let's bring the king up. And then I want to go here and probably here. But if he's smart, I think he is, he will probably go something like this to place his bishop there. That would be a good move, I think. I don't know. Opposite colored bishop, so this could be very well a draw. Possibly it is. We do have some pawns on light squares. So those pawns can become potentially a target. So we have to be aware of that. We have to be aware of targets. Yes. So that is probably the only good move. Now, this is a problem. And this is a problem. Now, how to deal with those problems? I mean, if I go here and he goes in, we can just offer a rook trade. So that's that. So if I go here and he gives me the check, well, then I have to go here. It is what it is. If I go here and he goes here, then I can go with my rook there. And then if he goes down, then I can go here and maybe here to protect the pawns. Looks a little bit dicey, but what else do I have? What else can I do, right? So that's the plan. So here. I could consider pushing, but then my pawn is quite a target. So takes. If that happens, if he now decides to go there, I have to go here to protect the pawn. And then here, of course, I need to go down. And then here, yeah. So I need to go here and then here. That is actually quite an annoying move. Now I have to go here. Yeah, that is quite annoying, mister. And then he goes there. Then I go here. Ugh. Why are you so annoying? Oh, you can also... Nah, then we're just repeating moves. So there. Now he goes there. Now he's just being annoying. I can go here, just defend everything. Now the only downside is that... well, is there a downside? Well, yes, there is a little bit. No, there isn't. Let's go here. We don't have to worry about these pawns anymore. We can now just focus on getting our king to a better spot. So here, check. Well, that's probably not a good idea. Here. I get my pawns on light squares. I don't like that. I don't like that. But how do I protect the pawns? Well, we have to do something. Now I get my pawns on light squares. That is not ideal. That is far from ideal. But I can push. I can push now, and or yes. Let's go ahead. Let's push the pawns. Because I have it covered, right? Now, how do we take? How do we take? We take with that pawn. Or do we take with this pawn? I mean, to be honest, if I take with that pawn, he can go here. But if I go here, yeah. Now I have something. I have a target. He has given me a target here. Ooh, but that pawn is hanging, so I cannot just go after that. Let me think about it. Well, we can push the pawn. Or leave it as a target. What do we want to do? If I go here, he can just defend. I can push. Maybe takes. Is it good for me? Is he threatening this check? Maybe. If that happens, then I have to go here. Leaving that pawn undefended. I can also just go here to stop the check. Maybe that's what I need. To stop the check. Yeah, this is an annoying check. So probably I want to move the king up. Okay, so now he's targeting the pawn. Now pushing makes sense. Pushing the pawn. There are no checks. Let's do that. So takes. All right. So he can give me a check. That is possible. Now what I can do, I can attack the bishop by doing that. I can also go here. I can go here. Probably, no, he will probably move the bishop somewhere. Because I am attacking the bishop, right? And after the bishop moves, if I want, I can protect the pawn. Or that. Now takes. That's is that a mistake? No, not really. Not really. Because he can just defend. Now I can push the pawn, but then I give my opponent time to play a move like that. I can also just go here. Or I go here. 3 minutes left. What do we want to do? Well, we don't want to give up the pawn for nothing. That is just stupid. This is a sensible move. Sure, it's a sensible move. Now, let's... I don't know. I have almost everything on dark squares. I'm just... If here and I take, he has a discover check. So he can actually take, but no, that's probably not a good check. Oh, he wants a trade. Well, we can take, and then we have definitely a draw. Okay. well, I can at least push the pawn now twice. So let's do that. Let's push the pawns. But this is going to be a draw. This is I can even go here, but I like it that my king is all the way up here to support the pawns. So here is maybe a thing. Well, I can defend the pawn if that is if I need to do that. So I can go here, here, here. So that's possible. And here, well, I just take. So we protect. And now here to support the pawn. Now this is now starting looking good. Because the king is far away. And yeah, I can support the pawn going to the ends. Going to the ends. Oh, so here now I can push twice. So let's push twice. So that's twice, and now we want to go here. And that pawn is defended, so that is good. And the good thing is that is the king in time. Wait, so here, here, here. Yeah, it actually is. Then I have to go here, here. But if he goes there, maybe, maybe. What about? So here, here. Well, how do we want to fix that problem? I mean, here he can just walk his king right to the pawn, but I can defend that pawn. But promoting is going to be difficult. But maybe. Well, so here, here. We can always defend the pawns. Like so. Can also go here. Then he goes there. And we achieve nothing. This is probably a draw, which is not that. It's not that crazy actually. It's just a draw, which makes sense because well, maybe at some point there are Zugzwang things that could happen. Here is openingsrepertoire. Let's go here. Let's go here. And then we want to go here, all the way up here. And I don't think we can win this. But let's see. Just trying to keep improving. All right, that is interesting. Now let's go here, I guess. And then here. So now we are very close. Close. We are hugging the bishop. And now I have a new target. And that is very nice. That is very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. So let's well, I can just walk my king there. It is just so simple as that. I can just bring my king. That's not possible. You lose the bishop. So yeah, let me just go here and pick up the pawn. That was a blunder. That was a huge blunder. Now Yep, so he's going after the bishop. Let me take the pawn, and then on that move we just retreat. Okay, interesting. Now let's go back here. And let's push the pawn. And that one is difficult to stop. I mean, that is difficult. I can even sacrifice my bishop, I think, but there's no need to do that. We can just bring the bishop back, maybe here. Now this is lost. This is lost. I don't see a way he can get himself out of here. So let's push the pawn, and maybe he wants to go here to cover that promotion square, but then this is going to promote. So he has to monitor that diagonal, and I'm just going to push, and nobody's going to stop that. He can go after my bishop, but then I will just retreat the bishop. Yes. Opposite colored bishop. Normally it's a draw, especially even if you are up 1 or 2 pawns, because the bishop can blockade everything like he did, or sacrifice itself. But that blockade, that was very strong with his pawns there. So let's push the pawn. Let's push the pawn. There is nothing else. There is no stalemate as long as he has a bishop, of course, and a pawn. Okay, so let's push up the pawn. Let's make a couple of queens. Yeah, and he resigns. GG's. Let's see the analysis. There we go. That was an interesting game. Oh, my computer is running slow. Oh, I already used it today, the review, so I cannot see the accuracy. That is quite unfortunate. Let me pause the video. I have a workaround. Just 1 second. So let's see. I figured it out. And we played with an 87.1 against 81. So that's pretty good. Let's step to the game here. This was all fine. 4-night Scotch. And this is good. Then he takes. That was interesting. Yep, that was the best move. Best, okay. So we played the opening pretty decent. Castling is fine. Taking with the bishop, that was the right decision. That's good. Yeah, you see, doubling the pawns it's not even that bad. Now I'm just plus 1.6. That's so weird. I mean, we have the same amount of pieces, but just because of the open board in the bishop pair, I am plus 1.6. Now, did I use it at the correct way? Yes, we won a pawn. Ooh, I missed here something. Look at the evil bar, plus 3.1. What did I miss here? Was it to, I don't know, trap the rook or something? What's the idea here? Let's turn off the feedback. Let's see, bishop b5 is a strong move. Just rook h e1, but also bishop d4 is also good. Oh, I need to go back a couple of moves. Yeah, taking the pawn was good. Well, it's not that bad, you know, restricting the knight and everything. Now the bishop comes out. A3. Computer likes A4 more, but okay. Attacking the bishop. Bishop back. Now the knight comes. Now what's the best move here? King B2. Okay, defending like that. King D2, so it really likes defending the pawn with the king. I like D2 better. For some reason, feels safe. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Just use your king. Yeah. And C4 is a computer move. Just kicking the knight out. I went for this idea. Yeah, that's questionable because of I thought F5 was a strong move. But it is knight takes C3 is the best. Yes, I give away all the advantage actually by allowing this. But yeah, I gave up the bishop pair for actually nothing. Computer actually says just take the bishop with just take the knight right away. I did a little bit fancy here. It's a question mark. I thought it was funny. Now he has an in-between move, knight e2 check. Okay. But yeah, if I go there, I give up the bishop, but can't I just go somewhere else? I mean, what's wrong with b2? I'm just wondering. What's wrong with this move? Then here. Oh, yeah, of course, the pin. Okay. Yeah, that's not smart. Okay. So actually this move was pretty strong. I had to go here. But then he can take. Yeah, okay. So that was probably not the best move because I'm giving away 2 pieces for the rook. Now it's still not the end of the world. I mean, I have 2 rooks and 2 rooks can be quite strong. Okay, so bad calculation here. But my opponent took the the rook. We take the knight, and now everything is just fine, and I think it's completely equal. Yeah, it's almost completely equal. So we go here. It was a little bit of annoying maneuvering, but still up until this point. Let's see. Yeah, it's still all fine. Takes. Check here. Yep. Okay. Now what's the move? C4 is the move. Huh. C4. But what about... Okay, so he takes the pawn. But this is not working, right? Because of this. F5. And now C5, just push the pawn. Interesting. Giving back the pawn, but this was also fine. And now we are actually quite better. That was not the move. Should I have invested everything on the pawn? Yeah, king d6. And just, yeah, getting my king somewhere here to support the pawn. And he has to... what's it called? Sacrifice the bishop at some point, I think. So yeah, he goes for his own plan. Yeah, and now he just yeah. Now he has to sacrifice the bishop for the pawn. I can do the same. I need also to sacrifice the bishop for that pawn, but then my king is very close to this one. So probably that is a win. But I went here. That's a strong move. Here. D6, best move. F8, best move. Bishop B4. Now I went here. Here. Okay. So that was not the move. King c5. All right. Well, some of those moves I need to... oh, king b6 is also fine. But I thought this was... Oh yeah, we just... Okay, we get the same position. So this is now very strong for me. Now I go in. I go here. Yeah, this was... But what if my opponent didn't play that move? Yeah, he's in Zugzwang now. It is his turn and he has to make a move. That's why it's plus 8.4. He cannot push this pawn because he will lose that pawn. He cannot move the bishop because I just take. So he pushed that pawn. Now I can blockade it on a dark square. Yep, and now I'm just picking up the pawn. And then the rest is quite easy. Just push it. All right. Well, that was a long game and a long end game. But yeah, that's how I like to play them. Well, I want to thank you for watching. If you are still watching, kudos. Please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I would appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope I will see you back tomorrow for a new game. Goodbye.